Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. We doing numbers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Las Vegas. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Shotgun now for Carr. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Carr now on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Crawford. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. They will run for the first time here with White. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On play action, now Carr. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Swing that out wide to Jacobs. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Pressure again, and down he goes again. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. And his kick is good. Offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1.
it downfield. Mission accomplished. Points on the board.
From the 10. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. At about the 32. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Pickett will look to throw it here. Escaping the pressure right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try and pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line. Trucks over it, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On first down, Barlow. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll try again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Play action. Now it's Carr. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And now here's a deep, and now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series. They're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
From the 27, Carr. That's into a crowd and intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Pickett back to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders will take over here as he get it up to the 43-yard line. And I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
tackle so far on this drive. They've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Akella Witherspoon. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Extra point now by Boswell. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Raiders 3. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Carr. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
Las Vegas, 1st down.
Now Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
On play action, it's Carr.
39-yard line.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Your mind.
From the gun, it's Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here. A long way to go. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Counter play with Jacobs. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And that one complete to Stephon Sullivan. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. Barlow. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd down, Barlow. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now a play fake. Carr steps away. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Carr going to throw. He's got Renfro on the out route. So no gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, Barlow. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers are looking good here. The season openers are able to extend their lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the route is on here in this first half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good game.
10 yards
On second and very short, Carr.
at the 28-yard line.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Hey, we're good.
Carr going to try and throw on third down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
Throwing on second and 8. Pickett. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Now Carr. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? That'll be good for 6, but now it's fourth down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
At the 18-yard line.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the Raiders have recovered. Carr now on first down. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a third and long after that sack. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. Carr going to go on 4th down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Into the red zone. It's Carr. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up for the 1st and goal.
Now Carr again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams from 6 yards away. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Carr will look to throw. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now the try here for the point after. And he gets it to go to make this a 35-10 score now.
Makes the score Steelers 35, Raiders 10.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Barlow. They find some open field here. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And my goodness, another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking the ball.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Dances by him, and he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Now a handoff up the middle. Barlow, and this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Carr now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sullivan.
Complete to Stephon Sullivan. It's a pickup of 3.
Play action. Now it's Carr.
At the 19-yard line.
Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain, or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Carr to throw again. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. Carr now to throw. Flushed out right. It's caught. This is White.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Carr. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit. Get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. A way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
On fourth down, Cartwright. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd and 5.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on the receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 42 yards. And the Steelers have got it on cruise control. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Raiders 10.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's now 2nd and 6.
On second down now, Barlow. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Boy, 208 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Pat Freiermuth
from 8 yards out.
And the Steelers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that.
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah.
Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss, take off the weird jewelry. I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top 5. Take off them fabricate streams and the microwave memes. It's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo, take off the Sandro Pay, 5-day stay, take a quarter meal, hella final. Take off the fuck flag, take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic that if I'm rich, I'm rare. Take off the shit mill, take off the Doge, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off and what do you have?
You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about? Talk about us. You out of pocket. Who you think they carry up us? The word in the panic, the women is stranded, the men on the run.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Down.
Carr right away going to look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Steelers are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Raiders take over first and 2 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 2nd and 10, Carr. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's good for Las Vegas. First down. First and 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
A gain of 1.
Shotgun now for Carr. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now a play fake. Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And Carr's going to keep it himself. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. First carry of the game for Zamir White. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On play action, it's Carr. And he slings one that's incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Now Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. He's got the first down and more. Touchdown! Darren Waller, 38 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Steelers. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr, the open man here, Renfro. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to Renfro again, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Again, it's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller.
minute to go. Clock running and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Throwing on first down is Carr. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Carr to throw again. And this is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller, because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slam. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Barlow, and he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Pickett. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where the quarterback coach on the sidelines get talked to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
He finds his man, complete. That's Crawford. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Raiders 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. On play action, now Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40. They'll go up the middle with White. Down to about the 37. Alex Leatherwood, the Alabama man, called for the penalty there. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From midfield, here's Carr. James has got it. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 17-yard line. And some room to maneuver. A solid stiff arm. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 62 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Right back to him on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Pickett will look to throw it here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. When you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On 3rd down, Barlow. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Barlow. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Pickett going to bootleg it. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
On 2nd and goal. Pickett eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. Play action. Now it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. There he goes right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick six, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept.